Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to viewers to some more Stormworks. We are back working on our SR-71 Blackbird. Let's see, what have we done? We've worked on our engines. We've got the nose cones working in and out. We've figured out our landing gear and we've actually fixed our landing gear. We've worked on our body a little bit. Let's see, we've got a couple more things to do today. Today's might be a little mixed bag day. I'm gonna work on a couple little things here and there. But we're gonna get some stuff done. We're getting really close. I feel like we're maybe 2-3 episodes away from being done with this, which is really super cool. But let's go ahead and not wasting more time. Let's go ahead and grab this thing, jump into the workbench, and let's start making some changes. All right, I did have a suggestion here that should help me fix this, make these a little bit more snug. I'm super excited that somebody suggested that. Let's go back to mirror mode. We're gonna try this out. Actually, first of all, let me show you what's been done. First of all, when it spawns in, the wheels, they automatically come in. And I've got all the timings worked out. We've got a nice little microcontroller. Thank you, Mad Mike, for fixing that up for us and showing us how to get that nice and timed out. But this all works now. So as you can see, our landing gear is out. Let's try to remember how to do this. One of these buttons does it. Am I in the right seat? There we go. Okay. Yep. So gears go in, then the actual doors shut. All right. Same thing happens on the way out. The doors are going to open first. And then we have a little bit of delay on the wheels. We could change up the delay on the back wheels so they come out a little separate. I think most airplanes do that. But we're gonna fix these little doors here. Somebody gave a nice little suggestion on how to take care of those. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can do that. Mirror mode on. I'm hoping this works. So we're gonna delete all of this. We're gonna get ourselves a robotic pivot, and this was the suggestion, and it's actually a brilliant suggestion. I should have just done this from the beginning, because now we can actually put these, the right ones, in here, and this will look even more snug. Look at that. Oh, perfect suggestion. I cannot remember who did that, but thank you so much, guys. Keep giving me your suggestions. They are amazing. Okay, so let's hook this up to our newly found microcontroller. So this is gonna be pivots front, pivots door, here we go, door rear. All right, let's spawn that in, see if that works right. That's gonna be a negative, Ghost Rider. All right, these could be backwards. That might be what we're dealing with here. Where are they? Where are they? We're just gonna cut these. No, that didn't work. What if I do it like that? I don't know if that did it. I did not pay attention to the way they were the first time, and therefore I am now confused. So we're gonna just spawn this in, take a quick old peek at it. Okay, they come open, legs go up, and there's plenty of clearance here. Nice. Let's look at this as it closes up. There we go. Legs go in, and doors are nice and snug. Nice. And I said I was gonna come in here and then we're gonna clean this up. So let's go ahead and grab that. Let's get in there and actually clean this up. So somewhere in here, is this where it is? I think it's in here. This is our landing gear. Is it in here? It is in here. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of all this just for the sake of getting in here. We can do that right there. Let's do that like that, and I think, yeah, that's it. We're all out of room, but that should make it more snug in there, which would be nice. Okay, so we'll fill in all that. That's all hidden. We can cut through here. We have all this room. Nice. Okay, is any of this necessary? No, it's not. Okay, is any of this necessary? All those are necessary. Is any of this necessary? It is not. Okay, we can come through here. Perfect. This is gonna free up some space. What about all this stuff? Is this all necessary? No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay, most of this can go though. All right, perfect. So the other thing that I wanted to do is I do like the shape that we've got here, but looking at pictures and trying to figure out the refueling and trying to figure out how the paint's gonna be laid out, this area here up top needs to be a little wider, in all honesty. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna delete all of this, or delete all of this. It's not gonna change much. We'll delete that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come out with just a one block here. We're just going to give ourselves a little bit more room on top. This will also help give it more of a rounded shape. It felt too much of a triangle up top, and it is kind of a triangle shape, but it has a little bit more smoothness to it. So I think this is going to do it for us. That's not right there though. So let's take this. Okay, there we go. Just drag it across. Do the same thing here. We'll drag it across. And I think everything will just, as soon as we get this done, everything's going to line up all right. I think we'll be good here. We'll come back, let's get that. We'll put another one in there like that. We can delete this across there, which means that and that go. And put another piece there. Let's get a 2x1 across here. Yeah, see that already hits the wing. That matches up with the wing, really nice right there. And then we come in here and go across like that. And then, is that gonna work? Maybe we extend, it's always these corners that are always the hardest to figure out. So we come there like that maybe. Is that gonna work? Yes, yes it will, yes it will, yes it will. Okay, so inverse. We've got the 2x2 that can go in here. Okay, we need something to sit it on, so we'll do that. And like that, and then we can go in there like that, and that smooths that transition out a lot better. And how does that look from the front? Still looks like a SR-71, but we've got more of that rounded shape on top that we were looking for. And then somewhere in here, it's about midway. I think it's like right here, honestly. It's like these 3 little spots right here. This is our refueling. So how are we gonna do this? The problem that we're gonna have is, okay, let's go back to what we got here. So fluid. All right, so we're just gonna build up here real quick so I can give a quick example of what's going on. We have to connect to one of these with one of these. The problem is that, if I can spell here today, Windows, the piece kind of has like these, all right, I'm not gonna be able to do it off of this. It's kind of got these windows that hang off of it. So you kind of have to get, this little shape will not slide into this zone like it should. This is more of the jets that have the fuel piece on the front that's always sticking out, and they can refuel, or the helicopters. This one, it's a little more snug and inserted. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to, what's the word I'm looking for? We're gonna have to improvise here. That's the word. So I think what we're gonna do is, naturally that piece would slide down and then would hit the vehicle and then slide into its spot. I think we're gonna do the reverse. I think what'll work is we'll do a piston that can come up and then extend out up above the jet, and then that way when we fly up close to it, we can catch that little net. So I think that's the plan. How are we gonna go about that? I have no idea. So let's, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this just so we can see what we're doing in here build wise. There we go. The refueling ports, I said I wanted a piston. So we're gonna go for the pneumatic, because that one does allow fluid to go through it, as you can see right there. I'm just placing it right now just so we can get things working. I'm gonna grab a hinge. We want the robotic hinge because that one also allows for fluid transfer. So here's what I want to do. I'm gonna build it up here first. We're gonna do it like this, okay? And then I want one of these, if I can grab that. Go there. Let's turn off mirror mode, because all that needs to go away. All right, so now we can transfer fluid through this. We need a port. No, what do we need? Fluid something. There it is. Fluid connector. Are we too tall? We must be too tall. Okay, we were too tall. All right, so from there, let's go ahead and cut all this out. I think if we cut this, let's slide this down like so. We're gonna rotate it. It's still not in the right spot, so we're gonna slide it over to here. And then like so. I think that's how it might, you know what? We might actually have to go lower so we can get a better angle coming up out of this thing. And I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna paste that there. Let's say we'll put one of these here just to kind of cover up the hole, and maybe that will be able to go up and out of that. Let's put a wedge there just in case. Let's try this. So we're gonna bring this down. Am I not close enough to it? Oh, need one more block. All right, so let's merge that with that. Let's go ahead and put a throttle down. And I don't know where I want to put this. I guess like right here so we can see it, right? And then we'll come to that. And I can already tell that this might be upside down. So do I fix it now? Let's fix it now. So we'll need something there to attach to. Clear, cut, L to flip it. We'll move it, paste it, merge it. There we go. And we'll just leave it like that for weight reasons and whatnot. All right, so this is connected to that. And we also need to rod piston target position. Okay, so we'll need another one as well to send this out. All right, let's test this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, so, oh, what's going on? Oh, landing gear's doing its thing. Let's hop to the other side. We can see it work better. Okay, so that comes up like that, and it's at 28, so it probably could stop there. And then we can have it come out. I still don't think that's enough, but the little cone piece could drop down and then catch it. There's a possibility there, and we are clipping into our throttles. So let's put a switch on this for 0.25, and then how far out was that? That's a 1. Okay, and we might be able to move this forward as well. All right, so we got a little mini switch box here. That's fine. Let's get ourselves a toggle. There we go. We'll get these systems set up. That can go there. That can go there. This can be 0.25. Perfect. We can get rid of that one. Let's move this back just so it has some room to clip through that that triangle if it needs to. And let's try that. And also, I think let's try this. Let's try this first. Let's easy baby steps, right? Get up here. Okay, so we hit our button. Our fuel port comes up, and then it extends out. And I don't think it's extending out enough. I think it needs to come up higher. Does this go back down? It does. And then it's in the hole. How do I make this one not look so exposed to have a big hole in the top? And then two, I could move it forward. I could move it forward one. Is that going to clip into that? No. Okay, I think we actually can go forward one. One could make all the difference. All right, reconnecting that. All that's good. Let's see what moving it one does. Hopefully this it gives it enough to do what it needs to do. Okay, let's get up there first. How about that? Okay, here we go. All right, so activate our fuel port. Fuel port comes up. It doesn't come up anymore. But we did give ourselves a little bit more room to work with in here, so we could come up to maybe 30 on this. Try 0.3. Okay, it's up a little higher, and it's out of there. I don't know if that's going to be enough for us as far as refueling. It should be, because then we can actually line the thing up and maybe let it drag across until it actually does clip in. I think that's actually going to work. We're going to leave it like that for now. Let's go ahead and bring this back. I'm going to give myself a another switch box here. And that's going to go to here with that button. And probably the timing on this is not going to be right. So we want 1 and 0. Does 0 bring it back? Good question. Let's try it. Ooh, it's actually clipping. And it extended. Ooh, okay, yeah, I broke it. Okay, let's see if I can... I need to microcontroller these two together, time it kind of like I did the wheels, and then we should be good. Give me just a second. Okay, for testing purposes, I just grabbed the landing gear legs microcontroller, and I just want to see if this actually works. If the perfect, we just got to work on the angles here, but that actually gets it up a little bit higher, and we can actually clip through that block a little bit. Sweet, look at that, guys. We have refueling. It's not exactly how the SR-71 did it, but it's how it's going to work in Stormworks, and we are going to give this a go and see if we can actually refuel this thing. Okay, so let's grab this. Let's go ahead and let's fill in our hole again. Okay, so that's done. We can get rid of that, We'll leave that there for right now. Let's go ahead and pipe this in. Oops, I didn't do this to both sides. Of course. Okay, so both sides are filled in. This is good to go here. All this will end up being, you know, we could actually do this now. Let's close all this in. So let's go mirror mode. We'll fill that in, that, to there, all this. And then we'll just paint all this black when we start painting, and you won't even see the inside of this at all. Just do across there like so. I want to make sure none of this gets hit. So I guess we'll just come back to there with it. That seems pretty good. I feel like that's not good because I've clipped into this. All right, that might be as far as we go with it. Just all that's gonna be painted black anyway, so you won't see a majority of that. Cool, perfect. All right, what did I want to work on next? Oh, we gotta pipe this. We gotta pipe this and then call it a fuel tank. That's the thing. We gotta come up with a fuel tank system. Pipes. So let's go straight pipe all the way back here. Okay, and then from here we can kind of go up and over. All right, so we're going up over our wheels, back into this zone here. Are we calling all of this fuel? I feel like we're gonna call all of this fuel. This is a lot of fuel, you guys, but we're gonna do it. And we can always make it smaller. So let's go fluid. I want the fluid port. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna have some sort of vent system for this, and that's gonna be fine. What do you go to? To those, okay. Semi important. All right, so we'll just move you forward, and we will just sit you right next to that microcontroller right there. We'll start keeping things nice and neat. Perfect. I guess what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and we'll close this little section off here. Now we have a fuel tank. That was easy. Let's get ourselves a meter and a spawner. We'll just do our spawner right there. We'll also do our meter underneath it. Meter. And you know, I'm gonna put a gas meter in here as well, just because we are gonna have some gas issues with the new systems. So in here, we are also gonna have to have some sort of bleed system. So let me get a fluid port again. Nope. Fluid. So we'll do that like that. And then this, we'll just have an opening to the outside here. I need gas relief, gas relief, and then some sort of port to relieve that gas. So now if we fill up and there's air in here, the pressure of the air can actually go out, allowing the fluids to take its place. Sweet, that works pretty good. I guess we can come back in here. We're actually getting to a point where we can start kind of closing some of this stuff up, which is gonna be really cool because it's gonna start looking nice. We'll go there like that. Let's get rid of some of this. Somehow I've got to make all this come to a point as well, and I'm not sure about how I'm gonna do that. I just want to get this done first. All right, so we get some 1x4s across there. We can delete those, fill that in. And all of this needs to be flat. This needs to be flatter, and it needs to come down to a point. So what I just did not do us any good. I know how we can do this though. So we'll do that, get rid of all of these. Perfect, get rid of all of those. And then we can just swoop across like that. Look at that, nice, nice, nice. And that did exactly what we needed to do, except for right here. This little bit might be ugly. Yes, this little bit's gonna be ugly. How do we achieve this with an inverse? I think there is a piece for that. And okay, so this isn't matching up. So I'm gonna hit U to reverse it. There we go. Now we've got our part. We can also come in here and do an inverse, little tiny guy like that. And we've now got our back section kind of taken care of here a little bit. I'll take care of that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. You know what, honestly, I think we're gonna have to leave the hangar to get into a longer area to be able to finish like this little piece, because it does come back a little further. Or I do a nice little chop section and we bring everything forward some. I don't know if I like the idea of that either. Okay, I don't really know how to point this off right now, so we're gonna leave it like it is. We are getting super close. Let's grab this microcontroller here. We shall move you back here with the rest of your friends. Right now, there's not a whole lot of you, but there will be more of you soon. The party will grow, I promise. We'll paste that like that. We will merge that like that. We will rename you Refueling. Refueling. All right, there we go. So update that. Perfect. Now we know the difference between the refueling one and the landing gear, so we can check those next time. Let's move this button up front. We can drop this down into just this little section here. Let's paste that. Go ahead and merge you. Is any of this connected to stuff? You're not connected. You're not connected. Okay, so we can delete this one and this one. What is this one used for? Oh, that one's mimicking our thrust. Okay, so this is going to be our actual thrust throttle here. So just for the sake of things, we're going to move it into the center now, and then we're going to get us a nice cockpit picture when we start doing the cockpit layout for this thing. I kind of want to do some of the nose today. Let's see if we can, we've got a few more minutes here. Let's see if I can actually get the nose done. If we're going to do this, let's turn mirror mode back on. We're gonna hit U on this. I want to get the right piece, and let's drag that forward. Oh no. How are we doing this, guys? How are we doing this? I think let's focus on the actual nose cone first, which is this. I think that comes in, we can focus, and then we can focus on what shape we have to figure out. And is that gonna give us enough room for this cockpit? No, it is not. The cockpit is pretty big. We can come to there with it. I think that should give us enough room to build in there, so we can come back to that. Yeah, actually, I think that is actually gonna work. Let's see. Only problems we're gonna have here is running into our seats, and that's where we start running into our seats. That's where all of this needs to change here. So this is gonna be an inverse. Let's figure this out. Oh, come on, grab the right pieces. Okay, we'll go up as far as we can. Get rid of that. I think that really does make it a tight squeeze cockpit in there. Like that, and then we gotta figure out the glass too. That's the other thing. It's a tiny little window though. Let's keep focusing on this here. I think I can just block this, and this will be okay, like that. And we can block all the way here, and we should be okay. We've still got that nice profile. Okay, perfect. Now it's just how do we get into? I gotta transition up to that. So like that. That feels too aggressive. Maybe that's not bad. Let's get rid of some of the stuff in here. Grab the same piece again. I mean, yeah, this is the best we can do right now. It really is tough because this is supposed to come forward. You know what? Maybe that's what we do. Maybe, because then we're not gonna have the window height that we need. And honestly, I think the seats need to come up. Let's take a look at these real quick. What if those were up higher? Because they need to be like up at here. And then maybe back one or forward one. I think right there will be good, and then we'll actually be able to do our windows the way we need to. Perfect. Let's do this. Let's raise those guys up, merge them. That might help how we design this. Yeah, I'm just not liking this transition up right here, and my mind is telling me to bring this forward more. Windows. Let's make it even harder on ourselves, and then let's go do these. All right, so I think let's add another block here. We can do the 2x1s like that, and then let's grab our corners like so. Yeah, no. I think this is gonna be a no. I think what we need is this. And I think this is the wrong one. It's always the wrong one. That one. Yeah, I think it's that one, and then it's this one. Nope, it's not that one. It's this one. Nope, it's not that one. It's one of these. I promise you. This one? Nope. Process of elimination. This one. Nope. This one. Nope. This. Nope. I swear we will find this window. It's one of these. 3. It's got a 2 in it. It's got a 2 in it. Is this it? This was it the whole time. Okay, so it's that. Oh, we're clipping with our seat. What do we do here? What do we do? Because this is the piece that we need. This is the piece that we need. Our option is to move the seats down by 1 again. And then, I mean, they couldn't see out of the cockpit anyway, so I don't know why I'm trying to make it where we can see out of this cockpit. All right, let's move the seats back down where they were. That's fine. Again, they couldn't see out of it, so why should we? Now I gotta figure out which piece that was. I think it was this one? No, that one. All right, got that. Then we skip a few. Let's see if I can get some blocks in here. That looks ugly. So all this is gonna have to be redone anyway. All right, so let's get all this out of the way. All the way, out of the way, out of the way. So from here, it comes back to about there. And it's like this little window here. So maybe we can actually raise this back seat up a little bit just for some visuals. And that actually might help. Ooh, what are we gonna put in here? Inverse maybe? What will fit in this little awkward spot? Yeah, I guess that's how it's gonna have to be. All right, so what happens if we say go like this then? You know what? This is gonna work for us. I'm glad we rearranged things. Perfect. So we can go like that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Are those part of the... see, that's all part of this upper window, too. I think... God, I'd like to have the window up top here, but there's nothing on top. They don't have, like, a window looking up, so there's no real reason for this. And, oh, we've got to make these open. Okay, you know what? I'm going to focus on filling this in first, and then we will focus on making this open. Get rid of that. How do we go from here now? All right, so we can do some of these. Why does that not work? What piece am I missing here? Is it just the other piece of this inverse? I think it is. Yep, that was it. Cool. There's always a piece. Okay, so there, and then we can come in with a 2x1 here, as far as we can go, like that. Perfect. And we cap it off with that. Do we go like that? We might just go like that and like that. And that might be what we're doing. All right. Let's now, oh God, figure all this out. Maybe like this, up, 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 upsy daisies, upsies to there. No, maybe, oh, I don't know. I do not know. This is tough. This is very tough. Do it to there, but this window has triangles, so let's go to our inverse. Okay, let's stretch that out. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Okay, we're figuring it out. If you can't ever figure out what's going on with your blocks, go somewhere else. Go to another corner and start working from that corner. Sometimes you can figure it out, just like we did. Okay, so from there, it comes out. All right, how do we make all this look pretty? Or do we at all make it look pretty? Does it ever look pretty? Come down, means that's gonna be incorrect. Let's do this, let's come down here. I'm just gonna work in another area until I figure it out. Okay, 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 we're getting there. Okay, we get rid of this, box it in. Okay, God, where do we go from here though? This is ugly. We're almost there, we're almost there, guys. Oh, and we gotta do the bottom. Bottom's not as crucial as the top here. And I feel like, you know what, we'll probably end up changing this as we come back to do our canopy to open. So don't be too stuck on this just as it is. Like that maybe. Man, this is really tough. This is a really tough transition right here. I think that's gonna work for right now. I'm gonna walk away from it just because. Let's come up here and we're gonna fill in all this under here. Just like so, and I think we can get away with that. Just like that, and maybe like that. Nope, that's not how we want it. We want to go from there to there, and I don't know how. And none of that works. Okay, so that's too far. So do we use these? There maybe? And then one of these? Did we just do it? I think we just did it. Sorta. Get rid of that. We kind of did it. What if we fill in that, and then go across there like that? Ugh, it's ugly. We could put one of these here, but then we don't have that transition. Let's try a little different here. Let's try that. Okay, that's a little smoother. And then like that to that. Ooh, this is tough. This is a real tough one. What if? Okay, let's start over. Let's do this. Starting over. Getting rid of all that. Getting rid of all this. All that. We're gonna work our way from here as far up as we can go, which is going to be right there. But even there, I want it to start transitioning up. Ooh, so where do we go? To there, maybe? Okay, that works like that. Hang on. This might work. Unless we're going right back to what we just built. I think we might be going right back to what we just built. Let's get rid of that and that. Come across like that. I'm back with these. Okay. Get rid of all this. What do we do? We just go to a 4 across here? Like so? Sure. Okay, I'm doing it. We're doing that. Let's try this guy right here. That is not what I want. If I fill all that in, that seat's still too low. That's all right. We got this. We can take these guys, go across like that, and then like that, and then we can do this piece. I'm struggling on this bottom section. Come on, why is that not selecting? There we go. That's absolutely disgusting looking. Okay, let's get rid of all that. Let's get rid of all of that, and we'll just do that. That's not any better, really. Dang, what is going on with this? I feel like that is better, but I need to get to that as a transition, and we can't get to that. Maybe this to this. Maybe like that. I don't know. I'm struggling here, you guys. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it like it is. It actually looks pretty good. Once you get far away from it, I'm gonna leave it like it is. I'm gonna give myself a day to kind of think about it, 24 hours, something like that, and also see what comments you guys come up with, because your comments are really helping. We're actually able to get through this. You guys are finding things that I'm not finding because I've got my horse blinders on here while I'm recording. So yeah, all the comments that you guys are throwing at me, they are extremely helpful, and we are getting this done. So I'm gonna leave this like this on the bottom. I'm gonna look at that for a few days, and then we'll be able to come back and probably figure that out. Same thing with this little cockpit area here. We've got to make these open so the pilots can actually get in there. And yeah, but other than that, we got our refueling done, and we've kind of filled the shell in a lot more, which is super nice. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you, and we will come back in the next one. I guess we're gonna start putting some fuel in this. We're gonna start hooking up our systems and start doing a test flights. We're getting really close. We're getting really close to throwing this thing in the air and putting it on the workshop. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you, and we will see you in the next one.